sake, man. We're live again.
All right. Well, thanks, Gibbs.
Oh, we're live. We're live.
You said that already.
Oh.
Thanks, Gibbs. For Pete's sake, Gibbs and Trev, remote.
Yeah.
Working from home.
How you guys doing?
You know what? I'm doing all right. I'm trying to get through this little quarantine here, but no, been looking forward to this. Looking forward to talk some sports for the first time in like a week or two.
Well, it's a perfect time to talk sports because there's so much going on right now. All the sports leagues. But we got some news to talk about. I think, Gibbs. First one, Tampa Bay. See that free agent they got?
Who's that?
Jason Pierre-Paul.
They got JPP.
They got him.
I think someone else too.
Yeah, they also got Tom Brady.
TB12.
TB12. It's already a guy in the number 12. So gotta see what happens there. But Tom Brady's the Buccaneers. One would say. What do you think about that, Gibbs?
I thought it was kind of surprising in the way that he left the Patriots. He kind of caught people by surprise about it on Twitter, and it was an interesting kind of post because he had a big long letter typed out, but he captioned it forever Patriot, and then he jumped right after that. So I thought that was kind of interesting, but I do like him trying to go out there and win one without Belichick. Especially at his age too. I think it's kind of wild that we can really see how good he is. If he can win one by himself.
I know that Tampa and New England actually play this year.
Oh, for real.
That's the most
Sunday night for sure.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be pretty interesting as well. I'm hoping the Patriots bring back Tebow stint there. Who else they got? They got Brian Hoyer back in that team.
I mean, is Hoyer starting quarterback? Is that their plan right now?
It's a former Spartan.
We'll see if Belichick can get the job done. Like an assistant quarterback this year, right? A system quarterback this year, right?
He was going to leave before he actually picked the new team. So it was a little weird.
No, I he wanted out. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. Like, I don't know if he wanted to find that. He wanted to finally get a huge, get his check, get what he's worth, get what he's worth, and the fact that he just wanted to go out there and win one on his own.
Boys.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be exciting.
See you.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's gonna keep talking. But anyways, I think it'll be interesting to watch. I think so. They got two great wide receivers. Tampa was 7-9 last year.
They weren't bad, but I mean, I don't know. You can't just let a quarterback like Jameis Winston go like that. 30 touchdown season, 30 for 30.
Yeah, what's the other 30?
Yeah, I think he threw like 4 or 5, maybe even like 6 or 7 pick six on top of that too.
That is his first career pass was a pick six, and his last career pass for the Tampa Bay was a pick six.
Well, Tom Brady's last pass was a pick six too.
It was a bad pick six.
But I really like Brady teaming up with Evans and Goodwin, and I guess you can even throw OJ Howard's name in the mix, see if Brady can help out him because he had a god awful year last year. But yeah, Brady loves going to the tight ends, and OJ Howard's an athlete, so I think OJ, his name's OJ too.
I think it'll be exciting. I really like the setup behind you, by the way. I just want to acknowledge that.
Oh. Yeah, thanks. You got some Sparty decals, some Tigers decals back when they were relevant. I'm liking your setup too. I feel like you're calling in from your home office or something. I like it.
Sure am. Got a couple of Pistons back here. Got Rip and Ben Wallace back there from the good old days of the Pistons when we actually had sports to root for.
Man, I remember the good old days.
About 15 years ago.
Feels like it.
But yeah, I think it'll be an exciting addition for Tampa Bay. The other news, the more homegrown news, was those Lions. I think we traded Darius Slay for a third-round pick.
I think it was a third, and I think they threw a fourth-round pick in there too.
Oh, thank goodness.
So we got 2 picks, but I feel like we could have got a lot more for him if we traded him right before the trade deadline. Like everyone knew we wanted to ship him.
Did you hear the stuff they're talking about for Patricia? Like what he was saying about him afterwards?
Slay?
Yeah.
Yeah, Slay and did off this week. And what they were saying like Patricia was saying he was like a terrible cornerback in film and stuff like that. And I don't know. Personally, I don't like Patricia and Quinn like trading a guy like Slay. Like, yeah, I get that you want to have guys buy into the Patriot way, but you know, our team isn't that good enough to be trading good players away for like a third and fourth round pick. I'd hope at the very least we get a second rounder for him.
We just take all the Patriots players that they don't want. They're just like old and no longer good.
That sums up our entire free agency, right?
I mean, we got Damian Dole last year. We got Jamie Collins. Some guy named Jaron Harper wasn't even a starter.
Honestly, I think Collins is a good pickup. We overpaid for him, but he, you know, he's a playmaker and he's good.
He's gonna suck for the Lions, though.
I mean, that's the way it usually goes. With this one. You're not wrong.
I think the thing with Slay and Patricia, like he said, Patricia called out Slay as good of a cornerback, but he also, I guess in the meeting he pulled up Instagram photos from Slay's account. Seems like a little too bring up like in a team meeting.
Yeah, he was talking trash about receivers that were in the pictures or something like that too.
It was just a very uncomfortable scenario when they heard him talking about it.
No, like that was the best on our awful defense last year. And we're just let him walk for basically nothing. It's tough to see that go, but you know, I think at this point it's Patricia's last year. You know, he's got the guys that he wants in there, and if he doesn't get it done this year, he'll be gone.
I hope so, man. We'll find a former Patriot to fill in there, cornerback.
I think we signed a corner. I forget who, but I think it's like
guaranteed he played for the Patriots. At some point.
I'm sure that's what it feels like.
And then the other side, actually, I don't even care about the Lions. They're going to suck anyways. They get the third pick. He's going to turn out to be a bust. Doesn't even matter.
Who do you think we're taking?
I bet they take Okudah. Actually, you know what? I bet they take that Simmons guy from Clemson. Because nobody's saying he's going to be like a top 3 pick, so we'll make him one. So
man,
maybe an offensive lineman too.
Are you doing all right, P? You sound a little depressed, a little sad there.
I mean, we got the draft coming up in 30 days. You know, it's that false hope because it's never going to amount to anything. They're never going to win a title.
I wouldn't mind taking Okudah. I wouldn't mind taking that guy from Clemson, but I wouldn't want to take Capital. I kind of thought that we were going to go after Tua, but then we got Chase Daniels as our backup quarterback now.
That's true. Maybe even a starter.
Yeah, we'll see how Stafford's back. How Stafford's back is by the time he starts playing again.
I love them and then trade Stafford. He'd probably trade him to the Patriots, honestly, because that's all we do. So we'll give them our good players and take their bad players.
Patriots would never pay Stafford.
I think he's only got a year or two left
on his contract right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's got 2 years.
So,
with the option.
I mean, I'd still like them to draft Tua, but they won't. They'll probably trade and not get enough for the trade, and they'll draft like an offensive lineman that'll stink. So, yeah, that's just the stance. Trev, any thoughts? I'm going to take that as a no for Trev on the Lions.
Again, talking about moving the draft back today a little bit.
Trev is absolutely speechless on the Lions' moves this offseason.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that sums it up in all reality.
Yeah, it does. I figured out why he's not talking. Those darn Lions. Gibbs, we forgot to do something, actually, before we started the show. Forgot to do a little segment beforehand.
A little sneaky Pete.
Oh, shit.
What do you got for it today?
I got something for you today. So we got some, I think your 2018 Kyrie Irving All-Star Game shoes, tie-dye.
Oh, the tie-dye ones?
They're tie-dye.
Pretty sick, man.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. They got a little Santa Monica thing inside. You can't see that. Never mind. That looked bad. A little blue in there, a little bit of pink at the tie-dye overall. So pretty cool show. I would hand it to you, but you're not there. So
yeah, I like this. I like the color. You know, the all blacks, but then you got like the color on the bottom and the white design through them. I like it.
It's a really unique shoe. I mean, you don't see too many tie-dye shoes, especially if like a basketball player. So I thought it was pretty different when I saw it. So and they fit pretty well. So
I ask, man, the shoes that you bring up in Sneaky Pete, do you wear these? Kind of hold on to them or bring them out on special occasions?
I do wear them. It depends on the occasion. Usually I take pretty good care of my shoes, obviously. But like, so if I'm going somewhere it's like muddy or it's raining, I'll wear like a black pair of shoes. You know, you gotta check the weather.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. Those are pricey.
But yeah, I'll wear them around. So I also got some Shrek slippers on right now that you've seen. So those are a real gem.
Honestly, those are priceless. You're not gonna bring those up, or are you saving those for another episode?
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally wearing them, so it'd be a little awkward if I put my foot up right here. But yeah, I got some Shrek slippers on. I'll bring them up one episode.
Boys, I can hear you now. So.
I'm looking at it.
Oh, look at that.
It's good. Got a bit of echo just because of the room I'm in, but there's not much we can do about that.
Hey, Nick, man.
You missed the Lions segment, so lucky for you.
Well, I mean, I missed their whole season last year, so not really anything.
I didn't watch the last.
Fair enough.
Well, the biggest thing about this coronavirus, the biggest disappointment I think that I've seen is the no March Madness. I mean, that's something everyone looks forward to each year.
I was looking forward to that. So especially with the Spartans team. They just look like they finally turned it around at the very end.
They were playing well at the end there.
I thought Izzo was finally going to get his second championship, and man, it's one thing if you lose, but like just to have it canceled like that, it hurts.
You'll never know.
For sure.
Yeah, you'll never know.
Yeah, no, especially just because. Yeah, no, especially. Go for it.
I was about to say, I feel bad for all the seniors. You know, people like Cassius Winston, not really getting their last chance at a ring. You know, if you're someone like Kansas this year too, you're going to be pretty disappointed because they were probably the clear favorites going in.
And they're probably not going to have any eligibility for a little bit here.
Sure.
We say Kansas was the clear favorite, but the really cool thing too is that he had a bunch of smaller schools like Dayton, San Diego State. They're all up there in the top of the rankings.
And they'll never be back.
No, that would be really cool to watch those teams.
How have you guys been passing the time now that March Madness is canceled and there's no sports on TV? Well,
they got the reruns on. Well, they got the reruns TV, or just like NBA TV, or just networks. The Big Ten networks. You've watched in the past. Games that you've watched in the past. Watched some Lakers, like the Pistons Lakers, like 04 title on the other day. I was checking that one out. That was a pretty good series. That was a pretty good series, obviously. So
yeah. It's the last championship Detroit has had.
True, actually, right? Right?
No, the Red Wings. Wings won in
Detroit FC.
08.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, no, Detroit sports really, we're not missing anything currently.
I know. This actually is pretty relaxing. I haven't watched any of them right now. No, we'll just watch a lot of movies, I guess. I don't know.
Checking out what's on Netflix.
Do you watch that Tiger show yet?
I've heard came out of nowhere because I didn't see it on like 2 nights ago, and now everyone's talking about it. But I hear it's wild.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I'll check it out tonight. I'll let you guys know how it is.
They got those movies coming to like streaming services too that were supposed to be out in theaters. Like I know Onward is on Disney Plus now. Universal's got all their.
I wanted to watch that. Yeah, Onward looked pretty good.
Yeah, no, I mean it's gotten good reviews.
But any of those streaming services.
Yeah, I know The Invisible Man's up there too. Been meaning to see that. But You boys been going on runs throughout this quarantine here?
I did go on a run.
Like,
been jogging. There's nothing else to do.
What I've been doing is when I go for a run, like I did today, when I run past people, first off, I try to stay 6 feet away. But if you're both on the same sidewalk, it's a little hard to do that. So if I can't get far enough away, I legitimately hold my breath as I run past them. Because I don't want to be breathing in their germs, man.
No, I do the exact same thing. Like, even though you probably don't have to whatsoever. It's better safe than sorry, right?
Exactly. I'm not
passionate.
For sure. No, I mean, people...
I saw one running with a mask on.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, I mean, that...
I don't think I
definitely couldn't.
No, but like I said, I think you can breathe it in. So, but I think a lot of people out walking their dogs, a lot of kids just outside because they're all bored and have nothing to do.
Yeah.
So, you can't go to a mall, can't go to movies, all outside.
No, there's nothing else to do besides record podcasts and go for walks outside.
Get an echo in the background.
I'm getting some echo.
No.
Echo.
Oh, come on, man. Don't
get some audio and video that aren't properly synced. You know, just everything you're looking for in a podcast. There, we actually had a question in the chat here from Joe Buck yourself. You know, is there actually going to be no MLB draft this year? Well, probably, because that's in June, and you're not going to get to see the prospects before the draft. So,
all 70 rounds of the MLB draft.
I mean, usually only sign like maybe 10 of those guys to actual contracts past like A-ball. So, I mean, I'm sure.
Was that guy's actual name? Joe Buck?
It's the account name. I'm assuming it's probably like Griff. But could be wrong.
Who do you think's the best like play-by-play guy? Would it be Joe Buck, Al Michaels? There's Jim Nance,
Dick Stockton.
Personally, I love Al Michaels on Sunday night. You can't beat that.
I like Michaels.
Al Michaels and Chris Collins. I think they're the best duo in football.
I like Romo too.
Yeah, Romo's good for football.
Yeah, Romo's solid.
He's not a play-by-play guy.
Monday night now.
Still CBS.
Oh, he's CBS. Yeah, you're right.
Well, one of the things I want to bring up, you kind of mentioned with the MLB draft not going to happen because the prospects. I know in college what they're doing for spring sports, they're talking about doing the eligibility, right? So my question is for like a sport like basketball. I don't think they've had now actually how it would work out anyways. I doubt they provide them extra year of eligibility. I know that's kind of the debate going on right now, so they didn't be able to compete in the NCAA tournaments. Wondering kind of what your thoughts were on the basketball side. What other winter sports would be?
Well, I guess on basketball, like they've already had a large portion of the season, so it's kind of difficult to say that, yeah, you should get that extra year, although you are, especially the one-and-done guys, you're stripping them of their chance at the tournament. Baseball's a little different. I would give everyone in college another year of extra eligibility. The problem is you have a large percentage of people in baseball that go straight out of high school. Granted, it's not as much of an issue purely because you can still declare for the draft, get drafted, not sign, and go to college. But I'm sure a lot of the top high school guys weren't planning on it to begin with. So it'll be interesting to see what baseball does to try and find a solution for those players in particular. But yeah, NBA, NHL draft too, especially because they're lottery based, are probably up in the air. So.
Didn't the Tigers supposed to have the first pick in the MLB draft this year too?
And it was pretty much an open secret they were going to be taking. I want to say the guy's name was Colin Martin. It was a high school shortstop, but
love that guy.
But I mean, if it's just a free for all on getting these prospects now, there's no way he's coming here.
Yeah. I don't know, man. If he wants to turn around the franchise.
Perhaps.
Gibbs, you have any thoughts on the eligibility part?
couple of years. I mean, it makes sense for all the spring sports that they never touch the field. Basically, just take a redshirt that year essentially. But for things going on in the winter, you play most of your season. I don't know if it makes sense to be able to come back. Although I wish just so we could get one more year out of Cassius, but I don't see that. I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to allow the best players to come back. It's overall disappointing for him. A topic I want to address you, Trev, I think you actually put this in our little Google Doc here, was each of the sports leagues, might be you, Gibby.
Oh, I think that was me. Their possible sort of sell-by date for the virus on when they can complete their season.
Do you want to run through some of these?
Let me see. So
I can
go for it.
Do
the NBA and NHL first because they're kind of tied together in terms of how their seasons go. And they use a lot of the same arenas. For me,
so the NBA and
for me personally, I would say if you want to play every game, this has to blow over by the end of May at the latest. And even then, you're going to have a condensed schedule where it's just crazy. Say they just freeze the seasons and want to go straight to the playoffs. Probably, push it back another few weeks, maybe mid-June. But I mean, those are the seasons that are most in jeopardy because, they each start sort of their new season cycle around, August, September with their training camps. So it's very possible that there could be no NBA Finals or Stanley Cup this year. Baseball, MLS, the spring to fall sports calendar stuff, racing, all various types. Definitely probably a shortened season. Obviously we're going for a shortened season now, but I know NASCAR, I think, had committed to running every single race that they had scheduled, which just realistically is not going to happen. For them to outright cancel a season, any of them, I mean, you're probably looking at August, I'd say, if it goes to that point. You're going to see them in trouble.
Did they not have for NASCAR, they had a virtual race?
Yeah, but it's not the main Cup Series. It was through iRacing, which is a service that many drivers use to have some fun, but also train, learn the tracks for new stuff. I have it personally. It's great. The broadcast was great, too, that Fox Sports pulled out. So give them credit for that. No Joe Buck. It was the NASCAR. We got Mike Joy.
The NHL, especially the NBA, was I agree with Trev, where they probably have to start around end of May, potentially, I guess mid-June.
Well, that's if you're going to play the full season too, which they might just cut it straight to the playoffs.
I would be fine. I know they have to work the owners in terms of getting revenue.
Yeah.
But the thing I actually kind of like to see because basically right now the playoffs go farther into the summer. Might go into July or even to August. I think that actually kind of cool because no other sports really happening this summer except for baseball. So that'd be the biggest competition. So that would probably I think that'd be cool to have basketball in the summer. And then I would just adjust the schedule. So instead of starting at the end of October, I would start maybe on Christmas or sometime in December. Just push it back a few months, then go later in summer. So the end of June, maybe in July or August.
Oh yeah, imagine.
No, go ahead, Gibby.
Oh, go for it.
I was going to say.
No, just imagine.
Jinx.
What I was gonna say is you got the NBA playoffs, the NHL playoffs, and baseball all going on at the same time, and that'd be an awesome way to end the summer.
Sure would.
It's the silver lining.
Sure. But I mean, even if they wanted to keep the same schedule, they could just cancel the summer league for next year and kind of start back in October.
Not the summer league.
Do you guys actually care about that? I mean, I'm not a basketball guy, but from two basketball fans, how much does the summer league actually matter?
It's everything, man. Kissing's almost won. They won the title like 3 years ago.
I think it'd be really cool to go and watch the Summer League in Las Vegas. So that would be cool.
And McQuaid was balling out in the Summer League last year for the Pistons.
I mean, that doesn't help when you bring up Matt McQuaid.
But he'll be back next year.
That's why the Pistons aren't any good.
If he ever gets out and playing Italy.
Take a turn there, Gibbs. But the other sports that you said baseball just get postponed farther back. You put MLS on there.
There's rumors too that they would just adopt the European calendar, so they would start their seasons in like August, September now, and end in like May, which I think would be beneficial to them. But
that makes sense.
Avoid the NFL playoffs.
I think hockey probably come back first. Just because they're tight on money. Like the NBA makes so much money. I mean, I'm not saying the NHL is broke or anything, but they'd probably be most reliant on that stream of revenue.
Yeah, the only benefit the NHL has over the NBA is I think they have a much larger TV contract in Canada than the NBA does. Because obviously that's the more popular sport up there. So it evens out a little bit. But yeah, they're definitely more financially dependent on games going ahead and going on time. And remember, they've already lost a season recently too for a lockout. So.
Well, I just think the optic too of watching hockey in the summer would just be weird. Just because it's hot outside and watching guys skate around the ice, it just seems odd.
Yeah, and like.
No, it's the winter sport.
And like I said too, a lot of those teams share an arena with an NBA team. So if they both start back up around the same time and they're trying to squeeze in seasons, scheduling could be a nightmare.
That's very true, Trev. The logistics of it. Have you guys been watching the Ocho? That was on the other day. So those who don't know what the Ocho is, that's all the weird sports you've never heard of that they show on ESPN every once in a while. They had that on because there was nothing going on. I watched a rock skipping competition that was at Mackinac Island.
Oh, yeah? How many times did the winner skip the rock?
Well, I gotta be honest, I could not watch the whole hour episode of it. I was able to watch about 20 minutes, and this guy skipped it 18 times.
That's incredible. Like, do you think that's like you're just born with that skill, or like you gotta practice, or you pick up a really good rock?
Well, one guy wouldn't go in the water, which was a little bit weird because like you're skipping rocks in water. Another guy like flew in from San Francisco just for this. But then they had the judges there too, and they kept saying like 18, 14, whatever. It looked like he was skipping maybe like five times. They were just raising it up each time. It's like, guys, there's no way that skips like...
Oh, I see what you're doing. It's all a scam.
Yeah. That sport was on. There was also dodgeball juggling. That was a pretty good one.
That was good.
How many balls did they get up to?
Well, for the juggling, so those of you who haven't seen it, which is probably most people, one side is the jugglers juggling. What are those things called? I don't know. But they're juggling those up in the air, and then the other side are the dodgeball throwers, and they're trying to knock the jugglers out.
Oh, well,
that's in the head and everything. Yeah,
I'd probably play that.
I'm gonna give a shout out.
Well, you want to be a dodgeball thrower
for sure. I'm going to give a shout-out to Spike Ball real quick. I got a cousin that's really big into that. I know that was on the Ocho, up-and-coming sport. But we got another question. We got another question from Joe Buck yourself here. I want to get your guys' opinion on this. Is Joey Chestnut going to be able to defend his title? Hot dog eating contest.
Oh.
Ask questions.
I think he will. You know, it depends on when it's actually scheduled in, if they have to postpone it because that's 6 feet apart. I think they still have it with the coronavirus. Don't they stand 6 feet apart?
Yeah, no, just like it's July 4th. It's a tradition. It's a tradition. There's no way that Chestnut doesn't get out there.
Yeah, I mean Kobayashi's been banned for a number of years now. That was like his only competition, so for sure, Joey Chestnut.
No one can go about that. Yeah, I feel they could do it. One sport I feel like they could be doing right now is golf.
Yeah. I mean golf. Just with no fans or anything. They can pull that out.
Carry your own bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, like baseball, there's you're not like there's not a lot of like human contact there. I think you could be baseball could come back.
You got a lot of guys in the clubhouse though, like in between innings and when you're batting.
That's
a little bit of a different one. Golf though, like you said, I think is one where it could continue. Also, tennis. If you have no fans, purely because there's you have what? You have the two players, the ump, and like the people that get the balls and whatnot. So
you just have to test. You just have to test them to make sure they're all negative, and then you could easily do it.
Yeah, it's a whole nother conversation.
I heard it goes up your nose, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I think they get really far back there. They get really far back there. Nice and good. Looks painful. Even if I had hands, I probably would not get it. I don't want that. It looks terrible.
I feel like you would the test.
So as long as you're famous, you get a test. I'm pretty sure.
Hopefully, that's true. We're playing the NBA.
That's also true.
So we may never know.
Probably won't.
We're in Michigan. We'll know. Got anything else for us there, Trev?
Currently, this stream has been, it's been A-okay. It's been not good.
It's been a nice test.
Yeah, it's been a nice test. Not the greatest, but for a first go, it hasn't been too terrible. So.
Last thing you put on here was how's everyone spending their time, but I feel like we kind of addressed that already. So.
Yeah, learning how to stream and trying to get this better for the next time here because we're definitely having some latency problems.
There you go.
But
I can't even tell because I can't see it, so I'm just gonna keep talking.
Fair enough. I mean, this falls on me a little bit, but we gotta get this a little better. But no, it's been good talking to you guys for sure.
Yeah. Stay safe out there. Trev. And get.
Thanks, guys.
Will do.
Thanks, guys.
Hopefully, this is better next time. Until then, see ya.
Great episode. See you.